Bonjour, Kinamagi and Ireland Adishnikas, and welcome to this production of Support Coach Television. Today's episode, Preserving Freedom, the Edith Markham story. Respond to text. Today's topic is integrating information from multiple texts. This is a standard that you should be accustomed to from various academic years. And it says, as you read Edith Markham, My Century, and Preserving Freedom, the Edith Markham story, you notice that both accounts of this person's life included some, but not all of the same events and details. This is because two people with different purposes wrote the two accounts at different times. Think about how reading both accounts of Edith Markham's life helped you gain a fuller picture of her life, character, and accomplishments. So, what do we know about Edith Markham's life? What were her most important accomplishments? What was her character like? Think about how the different accounts helped you understand more about her life. It's quite likely that to complete this assignment, you may need to reread Edith Markham, My Century, and or Preserving Freedom, the Edith Markham story, to be able to completely answer this question. I would advise you to look through the worksheet and then read so that you have a purpose for your reading and knowing what areas you're trying to gather more information in. You're going to have two options. One of them will be a flip grid linked within here in this post. And the other option will be writing a paragraph using a Google form. Both of these should have the exact same information. Obviously, the written form has capitalization and punctuation, those kind of things, whereas in the Flipgrid version, you'll be speaking it. So you're going to write a paragraph about the life of Edith Markham by using information from the two accounts. Use the skills of summarizing and comparing multiple accounts to express your own ideas in the paragraph. Use the next page to help you plan your response. Then write your paragraph on a separate sheet of paper. So regardless of which way you want to complete this assignment, you're going to need to use the next page in order to plan. The only difference is whether you choose to use it to type or if you choose to use it to speak. A good paragraph, remember, states a clear main idea about the subject, Edith Markham. That same thing applies in a spoken word. Describes the most important events in Markham's life. Explains why Markham's accomplishments were important. Shows your ability to draw information from two sources. Includes evidence to support your ideas. And ends with a concluding statement that sums up your thoughts about Markham's life. Your topic sentence will begin with, based on what I read, I think that Markham was. Now you're going to put together your own opinion on Markham to finish that sentence, but every one of your paragraphs or spoken parts should start with that. Your paragraph should provide details about or that support your main idea. Remember to use information from both sources. So in the box, you're going to give some important details about her early years in education from My Century and Preserving Freedom. I would advise that you do not need to write full sentences in this part, as these are smaller boxes. Just put enough that you can know what you're talking about. Then we're going to look at life in the South from My Century and from Preserving Freedom, and fighting for women's right to vote from My Century and Preserving Freedom. Your concluding sentence should end your paragraph by making a statement about your impression of Markham's life. Again, you will be able to complete this using the attached Google form or via the flip grid that's attached in here. I look forward to seeing your flip grids and your written responses. If you have any questions or need further assistance, please reach out to me at mireland@sagchipschool.net or Visit our office hours at 2 p.m. daily. Hope you all have a Minogishigad, Minwa, Mama P.